So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the top 10 best animes of the summer 2023 season. So without further waiting, let's get into the video. First on the list is an anime called Most Heretical Last Boss Queen. From villainous to savior, here is a synopsis. Pride Royal Ivy is the final boss and all-around scum in the Otomi game To a Beam of Light with You. She committed innumerable crimes, from enslaving her adopted brother in a soul-binding contract to abusing her position against the servants in the household. In short, she is a villain of pure evil. A normal high school student in Japan reincarnates into the 8-year-old body of Princess Pride. The first order of business: survive to see another day. Using her cheat-like abilities, she resolves to save her father, rescue the kingdom, and become a kind and benevolent ruler. And so, Pride resolves to change her fate, no matter what it takes. Definitely an anime you guys should give a chance during this anime season. Number 9 on the list is Sweet Reincarnation. A promising patissier meets his demise and leaves the world without ever having achieved his dream of making the world's greatest pastry. But when he is given another chance, he reincarnates as 9-year-old pastry Mille Mortelle, determined to be successful this second time. His life would not be as sweet as his treats, though, as he encounters unfamiliar hardships in the magical world. To get one step closer to his lifelong desire, Pastry must learn how to fight, utilizing his confectionery knowledge and discovering magic along the way. While it isn't popular as much as it should be, definitely give it a shot and let me know what you think of it. Number 8 on the list is My Unique Skill Makes Me OP Even at Level 1. Ryuta Satu, who died from overworking at a black company, was reincarnated to another world. Although Ryuta was alive, he was now burdened with the inconvenience that his level is fixed to 1 in this new world. Although he wasn't able to raise his level, he had a unique skill that can create a cheat-like item that shouldn't exist in the world from monsters. Knowing this, he maxed out his stats with the help of ability-up items, and he gathered a number of weapons and items that can only be used by himself, which made him have the strongest stats and gear despite being level 1. While the title already suggests it, this is really a unique anime indeed, and definitely an anime worth watching from in summer 2023. Number 7 on the list is Classroom for Heroes. Long time ago, there existed a demon lord who terrorized throughout the world until a hero stepped up to the stage and challenged the demon lord, ultimately defeating him and ending his reign. The hero then created Rosewood Academy, an academy made to help heroes in training achieve supremacy and help defend the world when needed, that enrolls only the best of the best. Enter Arnest Flaming, a girl with a high sense of duty and the top student at the academy, hence receiving the alias Empress of Flames, who one day encounters the lively, carefree new transfer student Blade, a boy who seems to equal her in power, something that she finds really irritating. Arnest was then personally requested by the king to supervise and show Blade around the academy during his stay. The story follows the students' struggles in their quest to become heroes. It's an anime I've really been enjoying and would really recommend. Definitely give it a chance. Number 6 on the list is Liar Liar. At Academy Island, everything is settled through games, waged for a certain number of stars, with the strongest student being granted the ranking of 7 stars. Hiroto, a transfer student, unexpectedly beats the strongest Empress and becomes the pseudo-strongest in the school. A mind game of lies and bluffs begins. As the mind game of lies and bluffs begins, also lies a darker past that has been awaiting both Hiroto and the fake Cereza. This anime kinda reminds me of No Game, No Life and a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monster. If you like those animes, definitely give this a watch. Number 5 on the list is The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses. As the deskmate of Ai Mie, Kaide Kimura always has his attention fixed on her. Attracted by her cute charms, all he wishes for is that she would look at him with those beautiful eyes beneath her glasses. But just a few days after making her acquaintance, Katie notices something different about Ai. Her eyes are squinting and her glasses are missing. Nonetheless, he still finds her adorable. Unexpectedly, Ai has a tendency to forget her glasses. Having terrible vision, she has difficulty going through her day at school. Thankfully, Kaidi is more than willing to help her. As Ai starts relying on him, Kaidi's feelings for her grow even more. Likewise, despite her short-sightedness, Kaidi slowly becomes the person Ai always hopes to see. This anime definitely is quite unique with its animation. Definitely give it a watch. Number 4 on the list is 7 Spell Blades. In the world of magic, there exist deadly, irreversible techniques commonly known as spell blades. These sparse and elusive spells, along with their casters, are shrouded in mystery, and only their absolute lethality is known to the masses. Every year, the spring blossom signifies a new intake of students to the prestigious magic school Kimberly. With reactions of awe and bewilderment, a ceremonious parade complete with magical beasts welcomes the newcomers to the institution. Among them is the mysterious Oliver Horn, whose indifference changes to fascination as he notices a peculiar figure, a girl wearing strange attire equipped with a Japanese sword. From the entrance ceremony onward, Oliver realizes that not all is as it seems at Kimberly, as the emergence of labyrinths, monsters, and other threats endanger the new student body. Nanatsu no Makengashi Haisuru explores the intertwined fates of 2 warriors as they uncover the dark truths that lurk within the walls of the academy. There's just something magical about this anime that really pulled me in. This is a well-deserved revived anime so far, and it's definitely worth a watch. Number 3 on the list is Bleach Thousand Year Blood War Arc Part 2. Substitute Soul Reaper Ichigo Kurosaki spends his days fighting against hollows, dangerous evil spirits that threaten Karakura Town. Ichigo carries out his quest with his closest allies, Orihime Inoue, his childhood friend with a talent for healing, Yasutora Sado, his high school classmate with superhuman strength, and Uryu Ishida, Ichigo's Quincy rival. Ichigo's vigilante routine is disrupted by the sudden appearance of Asukaro Ebern, a dangerous Arankar who heralds the return of Uwatch, an ancient Quincy king. Uwatch seeks to reignite the historic blood feud between Soul Reaper and Quincy, and he sets his sights on erasing both the human world and the Soul Society for good. Uwatch launches a 2-pronged invasion into both the Soul Society and Hueco Mundo, the home of Hollows and Arankar. In retaliation, Ichigo and his friends must fight alongside old allies and enemies alike to end Uwatch's campaign of carnage before the world itself comes to an end. This anime is finally going to get a proper ending, and it's a must-watch if you're a Bleach fan. Number 2 on the list is Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Season 2. A 34-year-old man, jobless, shut-in, and neat. On a certain day after he got kicked out of the house, met his death in a traffic incident, or so the man thought. The instant he thought that, suddenly he was reincarnated as Rudeus in a world of swords and magic. With the piled regret and experience from his previous life, he swears to live his life earnestly this time around. Meeting with various peoples, various magic training, the now-developed Rudeus is setting on a really harsh and cruel journey, such as teleportation incident involving his hometown, Fitoa region, and other various tales. After prevailing many hardships and successfully coming home, Rudeus became one with her beloved heiress. However, the very next morning, Rudeus suffered a heavy shock after realizing the sudden disappearance of Eris. He had given up on everything and reverted to his shut-in and neat self, just like the previous world. Alas, as the only lost person in his family caused by teleportation incident, his mother Zenith has not been found yet. Now he is determined to find Zenith, and Rudeus is standing up on his legs once more. Fans have eagerly been waiting for the second season for this anime, and it's finally here. Before you watch Season 2, make sure you watch Season 1. Jobless Reincarnation is work of art. Before one gets to number 1, there is an honorable mention, and that is Zom 100 Bucket List. In a trash-filled apartment, 24-year-old Akira Tendu watches a zombie movie with lifeless, envious eyes. After spending 3 hard years at an exploitative corporation in Japan, his spirit is broken. He can't even muster the courage to confess his feelings to his beautiful co-worker, Utori. Then one morning he stumbles upon his landlord eating lunch, which happens to be another tenant. The whole city's swarming with zombies, and even though he's running for his life, Akira has never felt more alive. Honestly, if you like any post-apocalyptic animes like High School of the Dead or Attack on Titan or Seraph of the End, definitely give the anime a watch. Now let's get to number 1 on the list, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen chose to do things a little differently, starting with a prequel that follows beloved instructor Satoru Gojo during his years attending Tokyo Jujutsu High. As a second year, he and his classmate Suguru Geto are assigned a mission that involves bringing a young girl named Riko to Jujutsu High to fuse with Tengen, an immortal sorcerer who reinforces the barriers at both Jujutsu High locations. Not only is their mission one of great importance, but it's also highly dangerous. Luckily, Gojo and Geto are the two best students their school currently has to offer. However, with more than a few people trying to prevent Riko's assimilation with Tengen, things take a turn for the worse as everyone, from religious fanatics to bounty hunters to crazed assassins, seeks to harm her. In this prequel arc, viewers get the chance to see some of their favorite sorcerers in action during their youth, but they also learn exactly what caused the rift between Gojo and Geto that still exists all these years later. It's an exciting way to start the season and tie up some loose ends before resuming the story of Yuji and his friends in the Shibuya incident arc. So far, Season 2 has not seemed to hold anything back. In terms of animation, it has been just as beautiful and exciting to watch as Season 1, if not more. Both the sub and the dub have also been praised by fans for their stellar voice acting, making this one of the most enjoyable series out right now. Well, that's it for the video. If you learned something new, definitely subscribe and leave a like. You can also consider joining my Discord server. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video.